What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. And in today's video, we finally have some news pertaining to the next event that is going to be arriving on One Piece Treasure Cruise Global. Yesterday, I made a video discussing the fact that Treasure Map Kaido was going to be the next Treasure Map character to arrive, as we all kind of thought it was going to be Treasure Map Nami, which then also in turn would also mean that Katakuri should be the next Sugofest to arrive. And now we have even more information that would further prove the fact that Katakuri and Snake Man are going to be arriving very soon. So we can check out the news right now, and boom, there's a brand new Sugofest that is here. I will discuss this in this video as well, but like, ultimately, you don't need to be pulling here. This is just a complete bait Sugofest for the upcoming Sugofest that is going to be coming. Now, the big thing that I want to talk about here is the new version update. So even if we go to the important tab, this is what I read first before I even looked at the news. I saw that there is going to be a maintenance period May 21st at 4:30 p.m. to May 22nd 2:30 a.m. So it is going to be a pretty long maintenance period. But after that maintenance period, we are going to have access to the version 9.0.0 update, where it says added new feature, support characters, added auto tap feature for extra island. Yes, you read that correctly. That is actually ridiculously useful if you're using like a Treasure Map NL team to farm Fortnites, or if you want to farm turtles. This is pretty cool. It also will go ahead and add brand new functions for new characters. Again, very interesting. Also brushed up existing features. I don't know what that is talking about specifically, but something is going to be brushed up apparently. And also removed missions from Adventure Islands. This is very important. The fact that missions are going to be removed. Now, before we even get into all the news and stuff, if you guys don't know what the missions are, you can go back over to the very start of the game in story mode, and you can see that each of these islands have the bat missions. These are the things that are going to be removed. So you can see I've completed all of Fuchsia Village. I haven't completed all of these ones on my account. On my old account, I did have all of these completed. But yes, these are going to be removed. Now, before they go ahead and get removed, I would highly suggest clearing this particular one, the Baratier, because the Baratier in particular, when you complete all of the missions, you actually get a special ship for clearing it, which is this one right here, which is the Dreadnought Saber. There are a couple of other ships, like the Alvida ship, and I think the Buggy ship are also available in the missions. This one is actually reasonably important though, because it allows you to get more health, and it does end of turn damage. Now, obviously we have the other ship, like the Capone ship, which kind of does the same sort of thing. But I would still highly suggest picking up this ship, because it is going to be useful for certain pieces of content. I have seen people use this ship before on high level raid bosses and Colosseums. So I would suggest picking this up, clear all the missions on the Baratier, because it is going to be worth doing. So 100% do that before the maintenance period arrives. But getting back to the news, we are going to be continuing on discussing the 9.0 update. So there is a read more tab where it gives us a full breakdown of all of the information that we can go ahead and read for you guys. Now, the big thing with this update is obviously going to be the support characters, which is a brand new functionality that's going to be arriving for new characters that will be released from here on out. And every month, or every month and a half, or every 2 months, like what they did with limit break batches, they'll introduce batches of characters that will gain support abilities, and then you'll be able to level them up. So here we go, version 9.0 support characters are here. So have them support your adventure. Get through a tough situation. So this is the way that it works. You can see the crew screen there. You've got the team with Gear 4 Luffy, Brook, Zoro, Sanji, and Chopper, and you see on the right hand side of each of those units, you have the little plus icon where you can add a character that will support that unit. Now, this is very important, because these characters that support, they give you specific abilities, and these abilities are pretty strong. Some of them will give them statistical increases, which in turn will make their damaging specials do more damage, or that just their normal attacks are going to be doing more damage. Some of them have actually particular effects. Some of them will give you a matching orb on a certain situation. Some of them will give you a certain boost, like a color affinity boost or a type boost, depending on when you activate that unit's special ability. So it's really interesting, these support abilities. Obviously, when we get batches of these, I'll make separate videos discussing them in general, because you actually have to level up these abilities very similar to limit break abilities, and we'll get to that in a little bit. Well, it's actually right here. New support effects will be added to existing characters. So existing characters will get it. Not all of them though. As I said, you'll get batches of them in the future. And obviously, as I said, I'll be making videos about that soon enough. Look out for this icon. So you can see that if you go through your character box, characters will have the support character icon, which is the hand of the two hands doing the handshake. And it says acquire level up supporting effects. New support character specific items may appear. So we can see that they have the example of Raid Boss Sabo. Raid Boss Sabo has a support ability, and you can level up that support ability with copies of Raid Boss Sabo or the brand new medallions that are going to be arriving that give you an ability or a chance to level up the ability of the support character. This might seem confusing right now, but trust me, it is very, very simple. There will be islands that will be arriving soon enough that will actually allow you to get support medals, and it's nice to save them up for characters that have very powerful support abilities. And you know, even like looking at it now, there is a character that just came out, Treasure Map Weevil on Japan. He has a very good support ability, and he supports, I think, slasher characters. And yeah, it's just really cool. There are going to be characters that are going to be coming out where you can use these medallions on them, but remember, if they're free to play, like limit breaking, you can just use the same copies of that character to get their support ability to actually max out. But the thing is, right, it's not guaranteed when you use those medallions to level up the support ability. It is only a chance. There are guaranteed ones that will give you the guaranteed support ability, but they are very, very rare. And obviously, if you use characters of the same evolution line, then yes, it will work. It's the same way as limit break. You know, with 5+ Luffy, you can only use other copies or other evolution line of 5+ Luffy. You can't use like a Gear 4 Luffy to level up the support ability of another Luffy. You have to use that evolution line's Luffy, exactly the same as limit break. Moving on from that though, below that, this was something that we didn't see coming. Auto tap arriving for Extra Island. This is actually pretty cool. I'm actually kind of excited about this one. If you guys know, when the anniversary came around, where we got the 3x EXP ship, and it was a really good way to level up your pirate account if you just go ahead and use double Neptune and you have your EXP ship and you just run the Turtle Island over and over again. The amount of EXP you get is absurd, and the fact that you can run it on auto now is insane. This is freaking awesome. I'm so excited about this because they even stated in previous campaign events that the Turtle Islands are now easier to beat. They lowered the health and defense of those turtles, so they're much easier to beat. So auto tapping those Turtle Islands is going to be nice. And also, as I said earlier on in the video, Treasure Map NL is going to be nice for the Fortnite Islands, be able to clear it very, very easily. You won't even have to focus on the game depending on, you know, what kind of dungeon it is. But it is exciting to see. You need to be at least pirate level 100 to be able to activate the support ability, so most people should have that very, very easily. Especially with Chopper Man missions, you'll be able to get over level 100 very, very quickly. Support effects and support characters vary for each support character. Yes, that is obviously the case. Support effect level is carried over when you super evolve, just in case if anyone was wondering, and 2 of the same character cannot be added to your crew. So that's the same thing as well, is that, you know, you can't add more than 1 Luffy character to your team. That means if you have Luffy on your team, you cannot have a support character on your team that's a Luffy character. The same sort of thing, but remember, there are lots of different characters in this game, and a lot of them will have support abilities, so you're not going to have to really worry about that much. Characters from the same evolution chain can be used to power up and unlock and raise the support effect, of course, and besides characters from the same evolution chain, certain items will have a chance to unlock or raise the support effect. Support character visual effects can be displayed under menu and options. So there we go. That is the full breakdown of the upcoming stuff with version 9.0. As it said as well, it says stuff about brushing up existing features. We don't really know what that's talking about, and other minor fixes. I'm sure there's bugs in the game that they are going to tweak a little bit. But overall, version 9.0 looking very, very promising. Now, when I saw this banner, I couldn't take it, man. This banner is trash. Like, these banners have been arriving on the Japanese version of the game since the release of the support effects. And what they are is, it's essentially a limited rare recruit banner, but you're pulling for characters that have support abilities. And these are new characters that are going to be arriving, and there's no reason to be pulling here, right? So this banner is going to be available after May 22nd, after the maintenance, and it's going to be here until June 17th. And it says support rare recruit is underway for the first time ever. First time ever. However, it is complete trash. You do not need to worry about it. New Sabo, Konus, Iceberg, Suru, and Makino are here with strong support abilities. Just going through it, it says the new Sabo can support characters such as Monkey D. Luffy, Koala, and Hack, and his support effect will boost the supported character's base attack by 1.5 times the next battle once per quest when the support character uses a special ability. So this is just an example of how the support abilities will work. As it said here, with this guy, when he attaches as a support unit to a character and that unit uses a special, he will boost their attack by 1.5 times in the next battle. So that's really interesting. Also, the new Konus can support characters like Ganfor, Isa, Wiper, Nami, and Sanji and Usopp, and for her support effect, she's going to add 15% of her base attack to the supported character's base attack. Supported character will deal 1.5 times more damage to Eneru, so that's a really interesting type of thing where you get more attack if you're versing a very specific boss. And it also says, if the supported character lands a perfect strike, reduce all enemies' defense up duration by 1 turn. That is also very, very good. And she attaches to a lot of different characters, like all of those characters from Skypiea, as well as Nami, Sanji, and Usopp. So lots of good supporting effects there. So those are the two that they highlight there, but those other ones that we mentioned as well, with Iceberg, Suru, and Makino, they all have really good effects as well that can attach to characters. So the way that this specific banner works, the first multi is 30 rainbow gems, nothing on the second multi. The third and fifth multi, though, you're guaranteed to get a new character, but just don't pull. Just do not pull. There is no reason to be pulling here. You don't need these characters to clear any specific piece of content. They are not important characters. Just do not worry about this banner. And finally, before we end this video, I want to quickly discuss the brand new Sugo Fest that was announced. Now, there was a data download last night that did put this into the game, so we already knew this was coming. But, you know, I just kind of want to give the information to you guys because I think people will be tempted to pull here. But I just got to say to you guys, we have a 2x Legend Raid Sugo Fest literally on the horizon. I just don't think it is very wise to pull here. This Sugo Fest is going to be available as of tomorrow up until the 20th of May. This is a Sugo Fest that will only introduce characters that were within 1 year of this Sugo Fest. This Sugo Fest is very, very intriguing because you will not encounter any Sugo Fest exclusive characters before the 1st of June 2018, as it says here. So the amount of characters that you can get in here are actually really good. So this ranges from any legend from V2 Doflamingo's release up until now. So you're not going to be seeing Legend Lucy, no Neko, no Buggy, no Timeskip Luffy, no Sengoku, no Whitebeard. They're all cut away from this Sugo Fest. From V2 Doflamingo's release all the way up to now with Capone, Zephyr, and stuff like that. So that is what is going to make people intrigued to be pulling here. For this Sugo Fest, the first, second, and fourth multis are 30 rainbow gems. So you can see they are really wanting you to spend your gems here right before they release the brand new Sugo Fest with Snake Man and Katakuri. Then, the third, 6th, and 8th multi is a guaranteed legend. The 10th multi is a limited pool legend, where the limited pool is Frankie, Monkey D. Garp, Nico Robin, Dex Sabo, Charlotte Lin, Shanks V2, Monkey D. Luffy Gear 4, and Whitebeard and Marco. So all of those characters are very, very useful to have. And then in terms of the characters that are actually available to be pulled, so as I said, ranging from V2 Doflamingo, then you got Frankie, Robin, Luffy, and Ace, all the way up to the current stage that we're at right now with, we got Kung Fu Luffy, Quick Whitebeard, and then Dex Sabo, and then you got Zed and Capone. So I can definitely see people wanting to be pulling here, but I just gotta say, you know, Snake Man and Katakuri are so goddamn close. I mean, it's not a terrible Sugo Fest, I'll admit. It's not double legend rate though, so just because of that, I would say you should skip pulling here. But I would, I mean, I just gotta say, you know, just don't pull. Just don't pull. You know, we're so close. But anyways, that's all the information that we have for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Well, actually, before we end the video, I completely forgot to mention those medallions that you use to level up the support ability of support characters. we are going to be receiving some of them when we log in. So it says, commemorating the release of the support character feature as a login bonus, we are giving out proof of friendship items, which I'm just going to be calling them medallions or medals, and it says that you can use them to unlock or increase the support effect of characters. Log in during the time event to get the item, so you get 10 medals, and then you get 10 of the silver medals, and you get 1 of the gold medals. The gold ones, I believe, are the guaranteed abilities, and then basically the higher the rarity, the higher the chance it is to level up your support ability. That's just the same way that it goes, like with most things in the game. So there we go. That's going to be arriving from May 22nd after the maintenance. So as soon as you log in after the maintenance, you get 21 of these medals to use on your characters. Though I would suggest saving them for now until we get really good characters with really good support abilities. I would probably suggest rare recruit characters that have good support abilities, because obviously you need dupes of them to unlock their abilities. But if they're free to play characters, there isn't really much reason to go ahead and use these medals on them. So it is what it is. But that is it, guys. That is all of the news that we have for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.